have a really well-used trail, not only by coyotes, but also there's a deer once in a while run down here. So that's the beauty of the selective catch. You can make up a trail set, and the breakaway on it is strong enough to hold a coyote, yet if you catch a deer, it'll pop open. This is just how this was. In the frozen ground, I did not stake the selective catch down. Got it cabled to this tree where the deer was caught, and opened up the breakaway and just got loose. And just kind of looking in the snow, I see its tracks going out here. It wasn't in here for just maybe one jump. Now we're going to reset this, and I'll show you how quick and easy that is to do on the frozen ground. I'll show you how I can set this selective catch in frozen ground, not staking it down, and right on this trail, camouflage it with leaves. So a lot of times it shows us setting the selective catch laying in its bed. Here's another way you can do it. Make sure it's propped up there pretty good. You can go like that too. Then you take your safety nail, place it in the hole, lay this in place. Okay, right in the middle of the trail. We don't have to stake it down or anything. So the next thing we're going to do, I got a few extra leaves here. If you're worried about it raining and freezing, you might want to put a piece of wax paper down. But when it's like this, it's going to be cold all the time. You don't need it. You don't want to put the leaves on too deep, because you want there to be enough, when the animal steps on it, the snare will still come up and catch it high enough. If you got too much stuff built up, they could step on it, it'll go off, catch them really low, or maybe even miss them. So once you get pretty much like that, it's just a thin layer, then you take your snare, and I always like to use a kneeling cloth when I set. See if you can find your wires. They really blend in this stuff. And we're going to lay that snare right on top of these leaves. If you put the snare down first and then put a bunch of leaves on top, there's a possibility that when that closes, it'll grab a bunch of them, grass, leaves, whatever, and the animal will slip out. Anyway, the red keeper in the red hole, black keeper in the black hole, before this can be set on either side. Okay. That in place. I like to make sure my S hook is flat, and then kind of tighten it up just a little bit. Okay, you're ready. Now I'll just put the cover on this end-board snare, and we're going to camouflage it and do it in a way that it'll look as natural as can be. So back here you don't have to worry about sticks or nothing, just throw some leaves there. Okay, and then down here the only thing that's really kind of showing is that silver chain just a little bit. So just kind of, and especially if the snare's died, it just kind of blends in, especially if it's night or whatever. Nothing's going to see it. Make sure to take your safety nail out. Very important. And anyway, just pretty much that's it. Come back, camouflage your stuff here. Then you can take a little of this, throw on the trail on either side just to make it look all natural and all kind of the same. Then take a few of your stepping sticks and put them in place, and then maybe some lighter ones to go over on this side. Put right in the middle, and make sure everything's kind of secure. If the wind blows a lot, it doesn't blow it over your set. So basically that's it. You're done. And it was accomplished on frozen ground in a very short time.